Hey guys, how are you and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm gonna be using the new Riviera palette, but it comes with a catch. I'm not actually using the Riviera palette, as I guess you guys noticed from the title of the video. This is gonna be a Dupping the Vibes. I still have to tell you that I wanna get that palette. You guys know that ABH shadows are my favorite, but I'm here also to tell you that you guys do not need to grab a certain palette to create a certain look. You can just use a few palettes that you have in your collection and try and recreate it first and see if you would actually like to have the palette or not. This is my interpretation of the Riviera palette using colors that I wouldn't actually really use a ton. Just showing you that you don't have to purchase everything new, but you don't have to compromise either and not be able to create a look that you really want to create. You can use what you have and create the same look that you would create if you had the palette. And then again, as you guys requested, this is not only a Dupping the Vibes for the Riviera palette, but also a full face of nothing new. I didn't do my foundation on camera or my brows because I didn't want this video to be extremely long, as all my videos are, but I told you what products I use and you will see that on the video. As always, I will leave everything linked below, and if you want to see my Dupping the Vibes / full face of nothing new, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so let's start with the eyes, and I have the palette right here. The first shade that I would grab would be this poopy shade, which is Cabana, and I found that a perfect dupe for it in my collection is the mustard shade on the gold palette. The reason why I'm doing the Dupping the Vibes and full face of nothing new is because you guys need to use whatever you have in your collection. I know this is more expensive than the Riviera palette, but I already bought this one. So yeah, the mustard color would be the perfect transition, and that's what I'm gonna use first. And the brush that I'm gonna use for that is the number 16 by GOSS. And then if I was honest with myself on this video, I would grab the bronzy shade named Yad, and then I would grab something like Palm to make it a little bit more deep and just create like a smoky brown eye with a hint of a bronzy color. But this palette makes me want to play, so I would truly grab either the Palermo shade, which is the reddish one, the glittery reddish one, or the most unique color in this palette, which is Mediterranean. One of you asked in the video where I asked if you wanted to see this type of video, that you wanted me to do a Dupping the Vibes and you would love to see a purpley look. And the purpley look, you meant like the periwinkle shade. And the thing about that is that you can find that shade, basically it's one of the hardest shades to find, but that shade, the Prism palette has one very similar to it, and it would be the shade Dimension here, and that's the shade that I'm gonna use all over my lid so that you guys can see a makeup look with it. So now I'm gonna grab Dimension with an E32 brush by Sigma, and I'm going to place that all over the lid. And this is a beautiful pigmented shadow. It's not an eyeshadow that you'll use and feel like you need to wet it. You can wet it if you want, and if you want less fallout, but it's definitely a pigmented shadow. Now I'm gonna grab the shade Bahamas, which is the hot pink in the palette. The thing that I have that's similar to it is the Masquerade palette, the shade Sola. And this is the only hot pink shade besides the one in the, what's that called? The Electric palette by Urban Decay that I have. And I'm gonna go in with the GOSS number 20 brush. And this brush is just one of my favorite brushes. Like GOSS brushes are amazing, all of them. But this is so detailed and beautiful, and I just love to use it. I'm gonna do a little bit of the hot pink color, which is Bahamas, in the outer part of my eye. To deepen up the crease, I'm gonna go in with Log from the gold palette, and I'm gonna use that as if it were the color Palm, and it's the dark brown in the corner of the Riviera palette. The brush that I'm using for that is the GOSS 05, which is, you guys know, my favorite pencil brush. Now that that's done, I'm gonna just go and grab the same log shade, which is the Palm on the Riviera, and I'm gonna smoke my lower lash line a little bit. I'm not the kind of person that will do like bright pink, a little bit right here and then all over dark purple and be super colorful at a time. I always use sort of a pop of color at a time, unless it's a carnival makeup for a client. I'm not a colorful type of makeup kind of person. I'm more of a neutral type of person, but this palette has a lot of pop of colors, and if they come in the ABH formula, is just a formula that I know I would love. I'm grabbing the same 05 brush by way GOSS, and I'm gonna just start to smoke my lower lash line. Now that color will serve as a base for the bronzy color that I would like to use from the palette. And the color would be Yacht. I wouldn't want this look to be super dark, and that dark brown makes it a lot darker than I would like. So I'm gonna just grab the bronzy shade, and the shade that I found to be super similar to it. I didn't find anything that was completely, fully the same. I found a few shades on the Boss Mood palette, but I think the shade Vargas from the gold palette would work to replace that shade. Again, same pencil brush from Wayne Goss. So basically now, even though it looks dark, it looks less harsh on the face. That would be a good eye look for me. If I wanted to do something a little bit more crazy, then I would go in with a blue. One of the blues that I found that looks a lot similar to the one in the palette, which is called Seychelles. I don't know how you pronounce that. It's the blue in the palette, would be, oh, the hot pink in the mascara. It wasn't named Sola, it was named Bori. And the blue that I would use would be named Sola. And I would grab that in a Morphe M213. And just use it as a pop of blue. I wouldn't do this look. You guys know me, I'm not this colorful. I just do one color at a time, but I just wanted to show you how I can dupe the vibes of the palette. So this would basically be the look. Now I'm applying my Voluminous Base by L'Oreal. And I love this product. It makes my lashes so beautiful and luscious and voluminous. For my mascara, nothing new. This is the Lancome Hypnose Drama. And you guys know that this is what I'm doing on this video. I'm just using stuff that I actually use, that I have in my collection, and that they're not new, but they can get to be loved in my collection. Okay, so my eyes are done, and the other thing that I used for my eyes was just the 77 liner to line my upper waterline, and then my beloved Scandalized by Rimmel in the shade Nude, and these I use to line my lower waterline. These products are staples in my collection. They're truly holy grails, and I just can't stop using them ever. You can see right here that this has been well loved. This will last me a long time, but it's basically way more than half gone, and this is going quickly as well. I truly love this product. For my brows, I use the Make Me Brow by Essence as a primer for my brows. Then I went in with my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Dark Brown, and then I put gel on them with the Mr. Brow Groom by Givenchy. So these products are staples for my brow routine. I would love to know, guys, if you'd like to see a brow routine here on this channel. I uploaded one on my Spanish channel, but I know a lot of you don't speak Spanish. So if you want to see a brow routine on my channel, let me know. I would happily do that for you. So far for foundation, the products that I have, before I show you what I'm gonna put on the rest of my face, are these three. So the primer that I used was the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas, and these I've been using. This was part of my panic purchase before my no buy, and I've been truly using it. You can see it right there. This is a beautiful product. I don't know if I adore it yet, because I wish it came in a squeezy tube. I always think that when I'm applying it, and I think that I haven't found the right amount to use, because sometimes I just go overboard, less than half than it says that you should use, and I still feel like it's too much. So I need to just learn how to use it better, but it's a good primer. It makes your skin look super smooth. For foundation, I went in with the Etherealist Skin Illuminating Foundation by Kevyn Aucoin. This is one of my favorites. This is my second bottle. I'm already more than halfway gone. These will not keep my oils at bay completely, but will make my skin look so stunning throughout the day until it breaks down on my nose, because it's something that I can't help. This foundation is just one of the best one, and it's the only foundation that matches me right now. So I'm gonna just save a little bit in a little pot, and when I go to buy a new foundation, eventually this will be the shade that will guide me because it's just the perfect shade for me. For bronzer, I'm always doing, you can see the bronze that I have right now, and that's the Becca Bronzing Skin Perfector's Fault. It's just a beautiful product, and I know I've been trying to finish this for a long time, but it just doesn't want to die, and it truly is a beautiful product. I apply it with a beauty blender, of course. And then for concealer, this is the one that I'm working on right now, and this is the Dior number 21 concealer. This is the Dior Skin Forever Undercover Concealer, and it comes with a doe foot applicator, same amount as the NARS Radiant Creamy, and it has been my concealer for a while now. It's not as full coverage as the NARS one, but it's sort of a similar formula, and I truly like it. So now let's finish the rest of my face. I'm gonna use the shade Tan on the Becca Multi-Use Powder. This is a product that I have on my project pan, so it's basically the only bronzer that I'm using nowadays. And the brush that I'm using is the Morphe 500, and it's a beautiful brush to do a subtle bronze with powder. Since I already use cream bronzer with my foundation, I don't need that much powder bronzer. And this brush will basically blend as you go. And to do my nose, I will grab the same bronzer on my Ita brush by NARS. Okay, so I had to switch memory cards. For my highlighter, I'm gonna use these two. This is the Bobbi Brown highlighter in Bronze Glow and my Becca Vanilla Quartz highlighter. These are both old in my collection, and I'm gonna use the Wayne Goss number 15 fan brush to apply this combo of highlighter. So first I go in with Bronze Glow, and then I go in with a little bit of Vanilla Quartz just to lighten that up, just the tiniest bit. I love this combination of highlighter, and you guys asked in the past video, I think it was, that I was wearing it, and you guys asked what I was wearing, and this was the highlighter combo that I was using. For blush, I'll go in with New Attitude by NARS, which was a limited edition blush from about 3 years ago or more. So this means that this is definitely a full face of nothing new. And I'm grabbing my Ita brush, which has also been my favorite brush for years now, for applying blush. And I just tap off the excess and go right in. To buff my makeup, I will go in with my Wayne Goss number 13, and this is sort of a new thing that I used to buff my makeup because I would always do it with a dual fiber brush like the Sigma F50 or a MAC one that I have that's the same as the Sigma. So now I've been using this one and I'm truly loving it for it. This is again the Wayne Goss number 13 from the Face set, and I'm using Diffuse Light Ambient Lighting Powder, and the Ambient Lighting Powders have been old in my collection as well. I love buffing my face because it makes everything look like it's part of my skin. It's just a step that I would never miss or skip, even if I was doing a lighter type of makeup. And to finish this look, for my lips, I'm gonna do my technique on how to do my lips so that you guys can see what I do, because you guys always ask me about my lip combo, and I'm not a lipstick wearer per se. I just love to make my lips look like they look alive. So today I'm gonna use this one, and it has been a favorite of mine. This is the Tom Ford Ultra Rich Lip Color in the shade Le Mépris, and I always link every product below. So what I do is I only do that and that. That would be enough for me. Then I will mesh it into my skin with my finger. And then since the color is too bright for this look, I'm gonna grab Liar from Urban Decay, and I will just apply it in the other parts of the lips, creating sort of an ombre effect, but then I will mesh it with my fingers again. And to be honest, this is too harsh for me, so I will grab a cotton round and just remove most of my lipstick. And what I just did was just grab Le Mépris again and tap a little bit on top so that my lips can look juicy and beautiful. I don't think this goes with a matte lip. So I'm gonna go in with Diamond Milk from Fenty Beauty, and apply it just in the center of my lips. And again, mesh it with my finger. Doing my lips with my fingers and just creating this smudgy look always makes them look plumper and usy and bigger, and I love that. I love having full lips. I've always had them. They're not the fullest, they're not thin either, and I love bigger lips. It's just something that I find that makes me feel good about myself, having fuller lips. You always have to find things that you love about yourself and enhance them a little bit, and it will bring you sort of a joy and a confidence that sometimes you didn't know that you had. And my lips are that for me. Again, it's just something that I find attractive about myself, and I try to just make it cuter. And it's just for me. We don't need to look beautiful for anyone other than ourselves. And if we feel good about that, then we will project that, and people will notice that and will grab that and hold on to that. So that's it for this video, guys. Don't forget to just go and subscribe. I'm gonna leave every product that I used on my face, as well as the palettes that I used to dupe the colors of the Riviera palette. I hope you enjoy this. I'm thinking still about grabbing the Riviera palette because I think it's a beautiful palette, and Anastasia palettes are a thing that I always tell you guys, but I always hit pan on them. I don't know if I'm gonna do it yet. I don't know if I'm gonna wait until I go to the US. I'm gonna go at the end of the month. I don't know yet, but I will let you guys know, and I will update you guys if I make that one of my purchases for my no buy year. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the look. Let me know if you love watching these type of videos, and if you love learning about the techniques that I use, which are not super hard to learn, and a lot of you guys can just repeat them and make the best out of them for your face shape and your overall beauty. You have to just make it your own in a way. Whatever you can learn and apply towards yourself and make it your own and take the best of it, that's always awesome for me, just to be able to teach you something. For this video, I would like the emoji to be, if you watched it completely, I would like it for it to be a palm tree, since the Riviera palette is super summery. If you can find a palm tree, or just write down palm tree, I would know that you watched the video till the end. I love you guys, I truly do. Thank you for the support, and thank you for the heart emojis and the thumbs up emojis in the past two videos. I guess this is a good way that I found to just know that you guys are enjoying my content, and it just helps me create more, and it helps me be more active and just overall happier to create content for you guys. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave the palm tree below, or just the words palm tree, and that's it, you guys. I love you. See you on the next one. Bye bye.